Yo, 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 what up, fam? Man, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. You know, this KG from Top Prize Podcast. Like I said, man, normally I do like a nice little like drawn out intro, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna get right into it because, it's a lot of you know what I'm saying? All this fake love and fraudulent love out here, man. Like, you could be with somebody and things can be going good. I mean, y'all vibing, y'all rocking, y'all rolling, building shit together, bringing y'all families together. But then motherfuckers still out there doing them. And the problem with that is, it's like, now it's gotten to the point where it fucks so many people up to where the level of trust is just no longer there. Like, they're going to another relationship with the trust issues that they had with you, with another person. And no matter how that other person is really treating them and they're actually being authentic, they don't believe it. So now their trust issues lead them into a situation to where everything that you did to them, they doing to another person. And my thing is about that is all it does is just keep creating issues after issues after issues to the point where relationships are just damn near dead. It's damn near dead. There's nothing authentic anymore. Everything you do, everything you say has to be questioned now. And that's why it's like I understand why a lot of women do what they do. Oh no, you can't go this way. Who gonna be there? Why they gonna be there? And who all gonna be around? I understand it. I understand it because they done been through some stuff. And then me as a man, I be like, man, you tripping, you bugging out, man. It's annoying, it's irritating. You should be able to trust me the way I trust you. But then it's just like everybody going through some shit, and it's just like some things are not easy to just legit just get over. Some things are just not easy to get over. But what I always say is before you just jump into another relationship, you need to legit sit back, self-reflect, build your chakras from within in order for you to be able to feel your spiritual guides. You have to. Before you jump into anything else, you have to learn yourself, relearn yourself, because you already lost yourself. You have to stabilize yourself, love yourself, and be real with yourself in order for you to be able to be comfortable jumping back into another relationship. Because I've seen a lot of stuff and I've been through stuff. How I know a dude was just flat out good for this woman, but her past made her step out on him. I've seen a woman that was great for this man, but his past made him step out on her. So now we've gotten to the point where everything has to be proven. Everything has to be proven. There's nothing authentic about what you say anymore. You have to prove it. And it's crazy because now you have these iPhones, you have these where you can easily go in, boom, you know where your person is at all times. And if they cut their location off 9 times out of 10, either they cut their phone off or they cut their location off or their phone, cut it off, probably died, or they cut their location off. And then once somebody find out to cut the location off, all hell breaks loose. You can't even sneak and do nothing nice anymore. Because now they just checking in on locations. You Android users, y'all thought y'all was exempt. Well, I thought I was for a long period of time because I had an Android for a while, and I found out that motherfucker could be tracked too. So I was like, you know what, just go ahead and make the switch over to iPhone. I can still get tracked. It is what it is. Even though I wasn't out there doing nothing. I just like to do, spontaneous and nice things for my lady. And I don't want her all in my business because I like stuff to be a surprise. But The premise of what I'm going to talk about today is an unpopular opinion day. It's an unpopular opinion day. And the reason why I started off by saying, people out there, they building families, and then they still out there doing them. And then once you find out that they're still doing them, then another thing gonna happen where they do them, and then you're breaking apart your family. But what happens in a lot of those situations is there's children involved. And fellas, I don't care how good a situation is. I don't care if you married her and that's your wife. Y'all been together for a long period of time. She been your girlfriend for 6, 7 years. She should have been your wife. I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't care how good everything is rolling. Even if you don't have a doubt in your mind, today's unpopular opinion is DNA tests should be mandatory. Should be mandatory before you sign that birth certificate. Because it's like I said, it's too much fraud and fake shit out here. And me personally, as a man, before anything goes forward, you should want that. You should want it just for mental stability alone. You want to trust that your lady was faithful to you. You want to trust that. But we've seen in this world that cannot be trusted 100%. And me personally, it shouldn't be an insult to any woman who a man asks them for a DNA test. It should not be an insult. Because at the end of the day, you know that that's his son or that's his daughter. You know that. But if you want him to feel secure, you want him to feel safe, go ahead and let him do it. I know once the DNA test come back, you're like, "Oh, your ass stupid." I told you it is what it is. But it's not. Us trying to disrespect you or us trying to belittle you or call you a liar. It's just we just really need to know because there's so much fuck shit going on out here. So much fuck shit going on out here that we don't know about. And women are very good at being sneaky. They're very good at it. But it's like it's no disrespect to you. It's just we should know. Because then we having bonds with kids and then come to find out a couple years later that child don't even belong to us. Now that fucks us up. It fucks the child up. Now we got a bond with this child, and now we sitting here stuck in the dilemma, do we even want to still be around this child or not? Because we done. But the child should not have to suffer. The only dad she know is me. The only dad she know is me. Or he knows it's me. And that continues the breakdown of the black family structure. It's breaking it down worse than what it is already. It's bringing more drama, more toxic, it's just more fake, fraudulent, and delusion to a problem that we really need to smooth out. Because if you look at these damn kids out here today, man, it's crazy. It's crazy looking at these kids being raised by single parents. Because the parents are beefing with each other. They don't want to push their personal shit to the side to deal with these children. You got some parents that are doing it, which I salute y'all 1,000%. But we got a lot of parents that's on some fuck shit with each other. Because you don't want to be a part of the child's life, or you don't want to help, raise the child and things like that, and you don't want to be a part of our family, then you can stay over there, or you don't want to give me no ass, so I don't want to take care of my child. That shit needs to stop, man. That shit needs to stop. Because at the end of the day, these kids did not ask to be here. We put them here. But before I even get into the meat of what I want to talk about, because like I said, I always got myself. Anything I talk about, I've been through it. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about what I went through and a lot of things that I've done um, throughout my life as far as DNA testing and things like that, because I've been through that as well. But before we even get into that, I'm going to take a brief intermission because I got this video that I kind of like, man. It took me back to when I was a shorty, just on the block, just listening to music, man. It just took me back. It's from them Bama boys, man. Big Hawk from Alabama, Down Bad. Check it out.
Yeah, everybody got that one motherfucker that they know. That goddamn, you been the hell they been looked out for 'em. All the time they trying to get them up, but they just always got that down there story when you see them. I gave you the back, you didn't come back with your little down ass. You can't come up because you're broke ass, you just down bad. Every time I see you got that sad story, you sound sad. I ain't got shit for you, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you, you down bad. Every time I hear, you down bad. Down bad. Down bad. It been a couple times, nigga, holding out the bag. I'm up, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you come around the hood, you sad. You ain't got no money, so you down bad. Broke ass nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. When you come to the hood, you flexing, you flogging, nigga. My youngest be robbing niggas, my killers be killing killers. Come around this bitch, nigga. Big Hawk up a gorilla. I gave you the back, you didn't come back with your little down ass. You can't come up because you're broke ass, you just down bad. Every time I see you got that sad story, you sound sad. I ain't got shit for you, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you, you down bad. Every time I hear, you down bad. Down bad. I ain't got nothing for you. Down bad.
Okay, Big Hawk, them Bama boys, man. Check it out. If y'all don't like music, man, this is probably not a song that you would probably like, but man, this is one of them jokes that you feel, man. If you from where we from, and I'm saying the hood, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? It's not no gang bang, shoot 'em up, boom boom. It ain't none of that, man. It's real talent, real music, something you can vibe to, and that's why I chose this song. But back to the topic at hand. Like I said, I've been through the DNA testing thing myself with my oldest son, and it really put me really in a bad headspace. And going through that process really had me really disconnected with my son the way I was connected with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't show up to the baby shower. I didn't. Honestly, I wasn't really spending no money or anything or mentally invested in that whole pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fake love, fraudulent love, if you just want to call it, the cheating and all that other stuff that came with it. And it was just like, it turned me into a completely different person. Now, I had the option to either walk away or stay and, get things, what I'm saying, try to get it right. And most situations I always say, man, just let that shit go. It's not worth it. You know, mentally it's not worth it. But I made a I made a pact to myself growing up without my dad in my life in and out when he so chose and been absent majority of my life, I told myself as a shorty, if I ever start having kids, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to stay in my child's life. And with me doing that, it actually, I don't want to say it gave me the wrong mindset of how to handle things, because there's a difference between being in your kid's life and, accepting bullshit and dealing with bullshit to the point where you lose yourself. So I took that approach and I dealt with the bullshit. Now, was I the same loving, caring person? No, I was not. I was a whole different monster. Now, I wasn't out there cheating or trying to get my get back or anything like that. My attitude was completely different. It was like, fuck you. It is what it is. We gonna figure out this baby is mine. Okay, I'm gonna take care of it. We gonna try to work some things out. But if it's not, then you gone. It is what it is. But my level of disrespect heightened, and that was the only thing I really regret was breaking my character. And that's what I did. I broke my character. That wasn't who I am, and it really, I had to do a lot of soul searching. Karma touched me because I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Karma touched me for that, and it made me a better person. You know, realizing that I was a complete asshole, even though two wrongs don't make a right. But the situation at hand with my oldest son was that I found out, you know, because when you see things and you start to dream about things, it's a it's a, they say it's woman's intuition, but for guys we don't have intuition. It's just we know what the fuck is going on, and one way or another we gonna find out. So it was just one time she hopped in the shower. I just said, you know what? I done seen her text and delete her text right after she did it so many times, and she was doing it blatantly in my face. Let me see what the fuck is going on. So I'm not gonna give out any secrets to the guys on what to look for when you do get your lady phone, because I'm not that type of person, and that was the first time I did it and the only time I did it. But I needed to know because I was having dreams about, you know, my son not being mine, and it really broke me down. So I looked through it, saw what I saw, and I left. I left. I left. And I just had to reflect a little bit. And I was just like, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, she was out there on bullshit. It is what it is. But I wound up going back a couple days later just so we can get the whole process over with. Because with my daughter, I was there the whole process. The whole process. I was making sure she was eating right. I was making sure she didn't um, do too much. Like I did pretty much damn near everything throughout the whole pregnancy with my daughter, and me and my daughter have a great connection. Great connection. Like it was not a doubt in my mind about the connection between me and my daughter. And not doing that same thing and having a different mindset of, nah, fuck you, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, you gonna do this on your own. Even though I am here, I didn't have that same connection with my son. Like I said, I didn't do the baby shower. I didn't, buy anything. I didn't do a lot of things that I did with throughout the pregnancy that with my daughter. I wasn't even going to go to the birth. I wasn't. My mom, she called me and she was like, "Is you going down to the hospital?" And I was it's hard for me to lie. So I was trying my best to lie, but my mama wasn't having it. So she was like, "I'm about to come get you right now and I'm going to take you down there." But she didn't know which hospital that we was having our son at. I did, but she didn't know. And I was finna have her drive all the way down to Northwestern, um, just for to drop me off. So I had her drop me off at the train. I went down there. She told me make sure I call her when I got there, because Mama don't play. When you tell Mama you're gonna do something, she gonna make sure you do it. So I was there and went through the process. At first, I was just looking and it just wasn't, like I said, the connection, the feel, it wasn't there. And I was like, nah, I need to make sure. I need to make sure. But I waited a couple of months before I did the little swab and sent it out and stuff like that. And I sent all the papers to a friend house because I didn't, I didn't want my mom to know. I didn't want nobody to know. So I sent it to a friend's house to, so wouldn't nobody have the results, wouldn't nobody know between me and my friend at the time. And when I read it, they said it was mine. And I was like, okay, cool, we can move forward. But even still, it was just like that connection. Like, it took a long time for me to really connect and want to bond with my son because of the whole situation at hand. And it's just like, it wasn't fair to my son. It wasn't fair to him because he didn't ask to be here. He didn't. And we're still building. We're still building. Even now it's still not fully where I thought it would be, but we're still building. We're still building. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? That's my little dude, man. I'll knock a mog head off their shoulders. I'll be trying my best not to cuss, but sometimes you gotta say it to get your point across. Man, I'll knock a mog head off their shoulders, man. They play with my son. For real. I don't play these. I don't play. I don't play with my son. I heard him out quick. He a little lazy little motherfucker, boy. When I tell you lazy, that little nigga lazy as hell. But I get on his ass and he do what he's supposed to do. So we good. We good. We good. But I just wish I didn't deprive myself of, well, I don't want to say I deprived myself because it was something that I couldn't mentally deal with. But I wish I would have went through the whole thing the way, I did with my daughter. So my connection with my son would have been better. Even though the connection between me and his mom wouldn't have got better, at least I would have had a better connection with my son. So that's one of my only regrets and things like that. And that's why I honestly, just DNA testing it should be mandatory. Like, it should be mandatory off jump. Now, I got a couple clips I want to pull up, and no, honestly, it's just like I was watching them, and we all grew up watching the Maury show. A lot of that stuff was fake. People went on there just for the money, and then we have like Paternity Court. Paternity Court, that's the real deal. And these clips are from Paternity Court. I didn't do the Maury show because a lot of that stuff was fake, and I don't like putting a lot of fake stuff on here. But when you just looking at stuff like this, and it's just like, damn, women has been just as grimy as men out here, and it's crazy. And it's crazy. And it's like, I'm not here downing women. I'm not judging what you did because you probably wasn't getting your needs met and you went somewhere else. But it's like, come on. We get blamed a lot as a man, we get blamed a lot for a lot of stuff. Well, you should have wrapped it up. Well, you should have made sure that you protected yourself and didn't get me pregnant and all this other stuff. But y'all out here having unprotected sex with gods know who, and now you don't know who your real baby father is. But let me show you a couple of these.
He just found out the baby isn't his.
I've been calling this girl all morning, bro. The paper just came in. I've been calling her all morning, dummy. Find out the baby not mine. What am I? Like, bro. This girl been playing in my face all morning, bro. All morning. You come drop the baby off with nothing. And he's gonna bring out. Been calling her all morning, darling. All morning, bro. I do everything for both of them, bro. Her and her mother. I take care of these girls, bro. I just got a new house, bro. I just moved. I uprooted my entire life for this.
You better have your ass about that shit.
To find out,
Dead wrong, bro.
to find out the baby not mine, bro. To find out that the baby not mine, bro. And it's crazy, bro. Out here who don't even know their child's name, let alone their birthdays, bro. I'm out here doing everything, bro. Look at what she left, bro.
Now, I'm not sure if that was, on, TikTok and stuff like that. Those are a lot of skits, but there are men that's really going through that. Now, this man just flat out said, hey, I just uprooted my whole life. I just bought a $380,000 house for us. And now I just found out that this baby is not mine. I'm taking care of both of y'all. And now this baby is not mine. Now I just made this unnecessary move for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no reason. And that's like I said. I say off, jump, go get the DNA tested. But let me show you another one.
Mr. Benny, you are not the father. You said earlier that if Robin was not your biological child, it causes you to doubt whether or not you truly are the biological father of Jermaine Benning Jr. And because of that doubt, the court wants to make sure when you leave here, you have the whole truth. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
Man, bro. And that was two babies. That was two. Not one, but two. Hate to say it. Go get it done. I got another one.
Mr. G, you are not the father. I'm sorry, Mr. G. Can you tell
The crazy thing is about that is I've seen a few of my guys have that exact same face. That exact same face when they found out that their child wasn't theirs. That type of hurt, when I tell people that type of hurt right there will make a man want to kill somebody. That right there will make a man want to kill somebody. But I got another one.
As it pertains to 20-year-old Dylan Sear, Mr. Manser, you are not
Oh, God.
his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison. Dylan, I'm sorry, bro. This is why. This is why I did what I did.
But this is
and acted-
nothing I made up. The lab did
You
it.
made it all up.
No, I didn't.
Now, whoo, My man's did 5 years in jail because of unpaid child support. And he's been proclaiming that this child is not his for a very long time. And the messed up thing is, it took for the boy to get damn near 18 years old for him to finally get the answers that he want. It took that long. And then come to find out, in that same episode, she knew who his father really was and kept in contact with him. But we grimy, we dirty. My thing is, we have to put all that shit to the side. Whatever happened between me and you, that has nothing to do with this child. Nothing to do. And any woman that has a problem with a man requesting a DNA test got some secrets. They got something that they're hiding. Because you should want him to feel secure. You should want him to feel, well, not just feel, but you should want him to understand, like, hey, this is your child. I'm not hiding anything. I never went out and did anything on you. And it's not like we're saying that you're lying. It's not saying that we think that you was on some bullshit. We're not saying that. It's just, me personally, it should be mandatory before a man sign his name on that birth certificate. Because once it's confirmed and he don't do what he's supposed to do as a man, then guess what? Then you take him for everything. Whatever you can get out of him, you get it. Because it's confirmed that it's his. He said he gonna step up. He didn't do it. Now, he got to pay the consequences. Because I hate that men, good men, I'm not talking about these suckers. Good men always have to pay the price for when they're unhappy and when they want to leave a relationship. But before I get into that, I got to listen to them Bama boys one more time, man. Big Hawk, I got to listen to you one more time, man. I'm going to take a quick intermission. Got to listen to Big Hawk one more time.
Everybody got that one motherfucker that they know. They got you been the hell they been looked out for them. All the time trying to get them up, but they just always got that down there story when you see them. I gave you the pack, you didn't come back with your little down ass. You can't come up because your broke ass, you just down bad. Every time I see you got that sad story, you sound sad. I ain't got shit for you, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you, you down bad. Every time I hear, you down bad. Down bad. Down bad. Down bad. It been a couple times, nigga, hopped and lost the bag. I'm up, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you come around the hood, you sad. You ain't got no money, so you down bad. Broke ass nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. When you come to the hood, you flexing, you flaunting, nigga. My youngest be robbing niggas, my killers be killing killers. Come around this bitch nigga, Big Hawk, I'm a gorilla. I gave you the pack, you didn't come back with your little down ass. You can't come up because your broke ass, you just down bad. Every time I see you got that sad story, you sound sad. I ain't got shit for you, my nigga, you just down bad. Every time I see you, you down bad. Every time I hear, you down bad. Down bad. I ain't got nothing for you. Down bad.
Yeah, we back, man. We back. I don't know about y'all, man. If y'all ain't feeling that, man, I don't know about this y'all music taste. If y'all ain't feeling that, man. Big Hawk, man. Bama boys down bad. Gotta check it out, man. Go check it out. Please go check it out, because that's hard to me. That's hard to me. But back to what I was saying, it's just like, people that don't want to, I don't want to say just people, you know what I'm saying? Because you got single fathers, you got single mothers that's beefing with each other. Neither one of them want to let that hurt go. You know, then you have single mothers thinking that they can be independent. They want to do it all on their own. And then they act like they don't need the father to be in the child's life, but then want to still pursue child support and don't want to let the father be a father. That's not fair. That's not fair. Now, my only thing is, what I always say is, sometimes we got to let those differences go to the side. You have to let those differences that you have between each other, you have to push that shit to the side. Now, if there was any form of like, you know what I'm saying, like, well, I consider it incest when, you know what I'm saying, when a father is molesting his daughter. That's considered incest to me. A lot of people don't understand how it's not, but that's incest to me. There's molestation happening between the father and the daughter, legit, real molestation happening between the father and the daughter, then okay, I understand that. But if the father was was raping you, and he was physically abusive to you, I would understand a little pushback that there's a possibility that he could do that to his child as well. But I would still do supervised visits until it's proven that he can actually watch his child on his own without any of the extra repercussions and fisticuffs or anything like that, or any retaliation. Because I'm about to show you a clip real quick, but before I even get into that, what grinds my gears? What grinds my gears about everything that I've been talking about, the DNA testing, and why it's really important, is because we have men that have kids that's 4, 5, 6 years old. They just now finding out that it's not. Now it's a relationship that we done. I don't say we, but you know, it's a relationship that was bonded. Now you're sitting here like, damn, I done dealt with this child for 4, 5, 6 years, or plus years, and it's just like, damn, what do I do? I can't turn my back on the child. Maybe I can't turn my back on the child. Now the child is collateral damage because nobody wants to be honest. And the only person that get hurt the most is that child. Because the man they thought was their father is not their father. Now they have to figure out who is their father. Now they have to bond and connect with a whole nother dude, if you can find the other dude. And then mama bringing in a boyfriend. She's trying to bond and connect with him. Then they break up. She bringing in another boyfriend. She's trying to bond and connect with him. Well, she could have been bonding and connecting with her father off jump if the honesty would have been up front. The kid get hurts the most. That's what grinds my gears about this whole thing. And then when you find out that the baby is his, and he decides he don't wants to be with you, you let that hurt get to you. And guess what that hurt does? It hurts the child. Because now he can't see his child because he didn't want to be a part of the family, or he broke up the family, so now he can't see his child. Now we have some sucker moms out there. Not moms, mogs. You know, I'm from Chicago, you know, South Side. We say mogs a lot. Well, my era. These YNs out here, they say something completely different. But me, I say mogs, MOGS. So just bear with me. You got a lot of sucker mogs out here, man. Suckers. that don't want no relationship with their child if they don't have a relationship with the mother. I'm not talking about them, because there's a whole special place in hell for them goofies. I'm talking about for the real fathers that really want to be a part of their kids' lives. Why? Because they get it the hardest. They're the first to get put on child support. They're the first to get their lives destroyed because they knew that they messed up a good thing. You know, he's a good man and they messed up and he wanted something different and he decided he wanted to leave. For whatever the case happened. It could have been him, it could have been you, it could have been a combination of both. I'm not judging anybody. But all I'm saying is we have to set our differences to the side. As long as there's no physical abuse going on, as long as there's no sexual molestation going on, I don't see what's the problem with you letting a man be a man to his child. And now, honestly, women, y'all have it hard enough. Y'all have it hard enough trying to raise kids, especially on your own. Because we can pull up the statistics on the crime rate between kids being raised in single parent homes. We can do all of that, but that's not what I'm here to do. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here for us to be able to listen, learn, and grow with each other. But let me get into some of these clips real quick. Let me show you something.
I'm 26. My mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for me. I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this. He has like envelopes full of shit proof showing he been paying child support. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What the you doing at the house? Didn't I say don't discuss family business? My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, no. Like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. Going in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating me up, choking me when I'm on the floor, beating me with belts, wrapping hangers around other hangers. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say, we'll never see your son again if you did. I'm 26, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I've seen a lot of stuff personally, with that. A lot of women has been taking a lot of that anger out on their kid. You know how many times I've heard a woman say, you look just like your lying, sorry ass daddy in front of the child. Not in front of the child, to the child. I'm sorry. I've seen that a lot. And what does that do to the mentality of the child that he's hearing that? Oh, my daddy is a lying, sorry sack of shit my whole life. And I act and look just like him. So I'm going to grow up a sorry sack of shit just like him. He wound up meeting his dad, and his dad a cool motherfucker. Got things going on for himself. But let me show you another one.
My mama wanted to disown me because I want a relationship with my father.
Today?
That's my father. Mama, you tripping.
I don't care. You don't know what that man did to me?
Mama, what he did to you, that was 20 years ago.
Everything. I'm
Mama,
so sick of him.
he's still my father.
You don't need no relationship with him.
Why I can't have a relationship with my father? Every
Because of
child
how he
needs
did
a
me.
father.
Do you love me?
Of course I love. Why I'm still here,
Okay,
right?
so then, if I don't like him, you don't like him.
That's not the way it works,
Yes,
Mama.
I know.
That's not the world. That's not how it
Yeah.
goes. That's still my father. And I want to
No.
have my father in my life.
No, you don't need me in your life. I help you. I'm in your life.
And
all you need.
thank you so much. But at the same time, I want a relationship with my father.
No, I'm here. I'm the mother and the father. I do everything.
That's
that
not the
you
way
need.
it works.
Yeah,
You're a woman.
you need
I
that.
need my father. He's a male. He's a man. Teach me things you can't teach me. No, he's still my daddy. You
Now I'm almost about 100% sure that was a skit, but again, we face these things in real life. Fellas, how many times have you heard your mama say, if you had a single mother, if you was raised by a single mother, how many times you heard your mama say, "Oh, I'm the father and the daddy"? Exactly. I've heard that a lot. Now, I can honestly say I was raised by a single mother. I didn't hear my mama say that. And my mom, she really wanted my dad to really be a part of our lives. And she didn't stop him. He was just a piece of shit. Didn't really want to be a part of our lives. That was on him. But there's a lot of mothers that I hear personally say shit like that. Oh, I'm the mother and the daddy. I could do this all on my own. That mentality is the worst mentality to have. Because if there's a man trying to be a father to his kids, let him be a father. Let him take some of that burden, some of that stress off your chest dealing with these kids. Mama need a break too. You need a break. Send them kids over there. Give them his 2 days, 3 days if you want. 2, 3 days, give them to him. He want them, give them to him. Long as he's not putting them in no harm's way, give them to him. But the problem that I have with listening to a lot of my female friends who got baby daddies, listen to a lot of people around these streets who got talking to their baby daddies and stuff like that, it's a lot of lies. You can lie to me all day, just don't lie to my child. The lies is what really hurts the most. Because you also have women lying on these men talking about, oh, you were touching on my daughter, woo, 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 and they try to coerce your daughter into corroborating your story, and it's sad. Like this story right here.
Up the infection. We're gonna tell the truth. Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
No deception.
Yes, they got it. How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. So, Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you
Excuse
didn't do
me.
it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie. And
Even when she knew she was lying, she just got caught for lying, she still wanted to deflect. She wanted to deflect. It was nothing he could have said, nothing he could have done. You still lied on this man and deprived all of those grown women in the back an opportunity to have a legit relationship with their father. We have to stop this, especially in the black community. We have to stop it. We have to. We have to put that hurt. We have to put that anger. We have to set that pride to the side. Because these kids is fucked up out here. They all fucked up. And all they doing is living their lives with the visual of what we teach. Well, not really what we teach. They're living their life through the visual of what they see us doing. If you keep telling my son that I'm a no shit father and I don't give a shit, you think he gonna grow up to give a shit about his kids? Cycles. We have to break those. I don't care what problem I have with the mother of my kids. I don't have a problem with my kids. What we have going on was between us. Push that shit to the side. We can focus on these kids and how can we get these kids up and running. You can call me a piece of shit to my face all you want. Don't do it in front of the kids. Don't treat my kids differently because they look like me. They talk like me. They act like me. Treat them the same as if you would treat if you had any other kid by someone else. If you have an issue with these kids that you don't feel comfortable doing discipline wise, that's when you call me immediately. I'm right over there. What they doing? We have to be on the same page when it comes down to raising these kids. And it all starts with knowing that this is the father of your child, or I'm the father of this child. That's what all starts. Once it's confirmed, the child belongs to me, then we move on to that second phase, which is raising this child. Whether we raise this child together in one household or we raise this child in two separate households. Because at the end of the day, what happens at your house is going to happen at my house. You say he can't play no games, he can't watch no TV, he got to read books because his grades is jacked up. Guess what? When he come to my house, it's the same thing. You can't have fun over there and then turn around and think you're going to have fun over here. It doesn't work like that. We have to be on the same page because these kids know how to manipulate the situation and play both sides. But when they can't play both sides, guess what they do? They get in line. We have to do better. We have to be better. And if we can't, what we see from these kids out here today is going to continuously happen. Because these kids is jacked up out here. And it's all because of us, the parents. Their behavior issues is because of us. And that's something we need to stop. Now, I can go a lot deeper into this, but I'm going to save that for another episode. And I want to thank you all for watching out, listening to me vent. And this has been another episode from Top Prize Podcast. Thank you.